He slipped the ring onto Emily's finger as the ballroom exploded with applause. Crystal chandeliers sparkled above smiling faces, cameras flashed from every corner, and his parents wiped away happy tears. It looked like the perfect fairy tale proposal. Emily smiled warmly, admired the diamond for a brief moment, then reached into her elegant handbag. Instead of a thank you speech, she calmly unfolded a thick envelope. "Before we celebrate," she said, "there's something everyone deserves to see." The room instantly fell silent. No one knew that this moment had been carefully planned for months, and nothing would ever be the same again. Daniel's confident smile slowly disappeared as Emily placed several official-looking documents on the table between them. His relatives leaned closer, whispering in confusion. "These are divorce papers," Emily announced softly, "prepared long before tonight." Gasps echoed across the hall. Daniel laughed nervously, convinced it was some strange joke meant to entertain the guests. But Emily never laughed. Her calm expression frightened him more than anger ever could. She looked into his eyes without blinking and quietly added, "I already know everything you've been hiding from me, and tonight everyone else will know too." The room filled with nervous silence as Emily connected her phone to the large projector behind the stage. A video appeared showing Daniel leaving expensive hotels with another woman over several months. The timestamp stretched back almost a year. His mother covered her mouth in disbelief while his father stared at the screen without speaking. Daniel desperately tried to unplug the projector, but Emily had already handed copies of the evidence to several family members. Every excuse he prepared vanished before he could say a single convincing word. Emily explained that she had discovered the affair by accident, when Daniel left his laptop unlocked during a business trip. Instead of confronting him immediately, she quietly gathered evidence. She hired a licensed investigator, collected hotel receipts, phone records, photographs, and messages that proved every lie. She wanted the truth to be undeniable because Daniel had spent months convincing everyone that she was jealous, insecure, and emotionally unstable. Tonight, she wasn't seeking revenge alone. She wanted her reputation back and refused to let another lie destroy her life. Daniel finally found his voice and begged Emily to stop, insisting the relationship meant nothing. He blamed stress, work pressure, and poor decisions, promising he could change if she gave him another chance. Emily listened without interrupting, then gently shook her head. "You didn't betray me once," she replied. "You betrayed me every single day you woke up and chose another lie." Those words echoed through the ballroom. Even Daniel's closest friends lowered their eyes, realizing they had unknowingly defended someone who had manipulated everyone around him. Just when people believed the shocking evening had reached its climax, Emily revealed another secret. 6 months earlier, Daniel had secretly transferred money from their shared savings into private accounts. He had been planning to leave her financially ruined after convincing everyone she had wasted their future. Emily calmly displayed bank statements proving every transaction. Daniel's father immediately recognized his own signature on documents Daniel had forged. The betrayal was no longer only against Emily. It had become a betrayal of his own family, making the silence inside the hall even heavier. Daniel's mother slowly walked toward Emily with tears in her eyes. Instead of defending her son, she apologized for doubting Emily whenever rumors appeared. Other relatives admitted they had judged her unfairly because Daniel always appeared kind, generous, and trustworthy. Emily accepted the apologies with grace, but explained that forgiveness did not mean forgetting. She had spent countless nights questioning her own worth because everyone believed Daniel's version of events. Tonight, she finally watched the truth replace years of painful misunderstandings, and the weight on her heart began to disappear. Emily signed the divorce papers in front of everyone before sliding them across the table toward Daniel. His hands trembled as he realized there was no escaping the consequences anymore. The applause that had welcomed the proposal was replaced by complete silence. Daniel looked around the room searching for support, but every familiar face reflected disappointment rather than sympathy. The perfect celebration he had carefully planned had transformed into the public ending of the life he built on deception, pride, and countless broken promises. Before leaving, Emily thanked everyone for listening instead of interrupting. She explained that exposing the truth publicly was never about humiliation. It was about making sure no innocent person would ever be blamed for someone else's lies again. She removed the engagement ring from her finger, placed it gently beside the signed documents, and walked confidently toward the ballroom doors. For the first time in months, she smiled because she was no longer carrying the burden of pretending everything was fine when it clearly wasn't. As
Claire
the doors
eventually
closed
moved
behind
states
Emily,
away,
no one
needing
chased
distance
after
to rebuild
her.
her life
The guests
separately from the
quietly
wreckage
reflected
left
on
behind.
everything they had
We still
witnessed,
talk occasionally,
realizing
though
appearances
our
can hide
relationship carries a
painful
permanent
realities.
shadow neither of
Daniel
us can fully
remained
erase.
standing alone beside
Kevin remains a
untouched
ghost from
flowers
our
and
past,
forgotten
a name
celebration
we rarely mention.
decorations.
A friendship
Finally
that ended
facing
not
the
with an argument but
consequences
with
of
an
choices
accidental photo
he
revealing
believed would
years
never
of
be
carefully hidden
discovered.
betrayal.
If this story
Family
reminded
gatherings
you
feel
that
different
honesty
now,
always matters more
quieter,
than
more
appearances,
cautious.
remember
As
to like
everyone
this
learned
video,
firsthand how deeply a
subscribe to the
shared
channel,
secret can fracture
and share it with
relationships
someone
once
who
thought
believes that
unbreakable.
truth,
Today,
no matter how
5
long
years
it
later,
takes,
Ryan and I are
always
still
finds
married,
its way into the
having
light.
chosen honesty as our foundation moving forward, no matter how uncomfortable that honesty sometimes becomes. We talk openly now about things we used to hide, understanding that protecting someone else's secret can quietly destroy the people who trust you most. That one accidental photo, sent at 1 in the morning, changed the entire architecture of our family forever. Some secrets, no matter how carefully guarded, eventually find their way into the light, and when they do, nothing around them remains the same again.